Welcome back for another top-notch video, guys. This week we're going to be talking about something very, very important, something that every TSP account user should have, or if you have a TSP, you should definitely have this for your TSP. It's a great little thing that I'm going to show you. It's a great thing to have, and you'll thank me for it. So years ago, and let me just say that if you are here on this channel, if you have this and you see this and you find it helpful, please share it with other people or like the video so that other people can find this as well, or share the link that I'm going to share with you to show you what you can find in this video. It's extremely helpful. So a while back, back when I was not the best user with TSP, I always wondered like what I was making percentage-wise on a month, or what I was making in 2 months, or how I was doing compared to other people, and I had no way of really learning how to do that. And so what I did is I set up an Excel spreadsheet. Yes, I know not everybody likes Excel, but I've made this one very, very easy to use, and I'll explain everything with it and how you go about using it, okay? And why it's so important that you should have it. So just bear with me in this video for a couple minutes and I'll show you guys just exactly what it does for you. So what I have is an Excel spreadsheet. I zoomed up a little bit for you guys to see it just a bit better. And so with this, what I have is every single month, this is for 2017, okay? So for the month, or for the year of 2017, I have January all the way through December, okay? Pretty easy to understand. And I'll go through these other boxes a little bit later. This shows me exactly what I started at for my balance, okay? So where I started, what I added for that month, so how much money I'm adding to my TSP on a monthly basis out of my paycheck, okay? This is what I'm adding out of my paycheck. This combined total ends up being 7756.92, which is what I totally invested, what I had totally invested for the month of January. My next column over is what I gained that month money-wise. So for the month of January, I gained $140.89. The only three things I ever need to change in this entire spreadsheet are the yellow boxes. So my starting balance, what I added, and what I gained for that month. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to go into the TSP and show you how you can do that. And what that gets you is a rate of return here. I converted that into a percentage, which is a decimal point here, and then that's my total gain for that month. So for the month of January of last year of 2017, I gained 1.86% in my TSP account. Why is it so great that you have a percentage? Because when you have a percentage, you can, no matter if you have $5, $6 in your account or $1 million in your account, you can see how well you're doing compared to other people, no matter how much money is in your account. So you could have $1 million or a couple dollars, and it will still, the same percentage gain will be here to show you how much you made for that month. So I can see from this chart that on a monthly basis I did really well up till June, where I ended up losing just a little bit for the month there, and I also lost a little bit in the month of August. I also lost a little bit in October. And what you can do is you can see trends on here, which is really awesome, and you can see how much you gained in an entire month. Now the TSP will shoot that out for you at the end of the year, but what if you just want to see the first 3 months? You'd have to wait for your annual state or your quarterly statement to come out, or you could get it any time of the month, any time at all, or just 2 months. You wouldn't get a statement for that. But here in the spreadsheet, you can get exactly what you had for these 2 months, April and May. I made 2.09%. So it's a very helpful thing to show you, to have, because it can basically pull out just about anything, any information that you could possibly imagine about your TSP. You can pull it out of this little spreadsheet, and all you ever need to change are the yellow boxes. Keep that in mind, just the yellow boxes. And I'm going to make this spreadsheet available to you on Google Docs. It'll be in the description below, so just keep that in mind, but just bear with me for a couple minutes. So as you can see, we started January with a starting balance. I'm going to show you how to go through this. So if I pull up my January in my TSP account, so here you have the month of January. I took from, if you go to your activity summary, okay, so you have your account balance, that's what you'll start as. You want to click activity summary, and you're going to want to go to, I'm going to go to last year. So I went to the very first day in January of 2017, the very last day of January of 2017. So that gets me my balance of what I had. So as you can see, these are all the interfund transfers I did, but all I really care about is this number at the bottom. Okay, this 6971.87. Okay, that is my starting balance. So as you can see, 6971.87 is my starting balance. That is the first number I'm going to put in for January. Okay, so that is my starting balance for January. How much did I add for that month? $585.05. Where do I find that at? Well, if you go into your next column on your TSP, it's right there, $585.05. So that's the next one I enter in here in this column. Now, I don't touch the total invested. That's just for you. That's a number for you to look at. So that's what you totally had in there for the month of January, okay? That's just these two numbers, your starting balance plus what you added equals what you totally had invested for that month, okay? Then what you have is you want to put in what you gained or lost for the month, okay? So going back to TSP, I gained off of this month, gains and losses, I gained $140.89. So what I'm going to do is stick my $140.89 in here. And when I have all three of those in there, the spreadsheet's going to do the rest of the work for you. So based off of these three numbers, if I were to change this, as you can see, my percentage changes. So for this month, according to TSP, I gained 1.86% total for the month, okay? So that's what that $140 did for me. It made me a percentage gain of 1.86% gain for that month, okay? So that's how that works, okay? So basically you have, I'm going to go through it again really quick. Starting balance, beginning balance goes in your first yellow box. Addition, contribution and additions is your second yellow box. You're not going to touch the white boxes. Then you're going to go to your third yellow box and you're going to put in your gains or losses. So you're going to go 140 point whatever it is, 89 cents, and put that in your third box. The spreadsheet is going to do the rest of the work for you. And once again, I'm going to put this in Google Docs, and it's going to be in the description below. Okay. So basically, now what I have is my entire month gain for the month of January of 2017. Okay, and I do this every year because the cool thing about this is with the TSP, you can only go back 2 years. That is it, only 2 years, and you can't go back any further. You can't get any data. I don't even know how you would get data. It's just like it's gone. So having this, you can track your performance for multiple years, every single year, all the way out. And as you can see, I'm a pretty young TSP contributor, as I only started back in 2016. I didn't even get a chance to record my 2015 data because it was gone. It was out of the TSP. So now that we have January, what we can do is we can do February. So if we were to go to February of the same year, so like I mentioned, what we're going to be doing is going over our next month. So for our next month, we had a starting balance of 7697.81. We could have got that by adding these two numbers together. As you can see down here, I need to zoom in for you guys again. Oh, it's not going to let me zoom in. Right here we have 7697.81, and there it is right there. It's the same number. Now, to make that's kind of complicated. That's a little too complicated for a lot of folks, but what you can do is you can go into your TSP, open up the February. So now I'm looking at February 021 to 028 of 2017. I put that in my little box here, and what I ended up getting was 7697.81. That's my first yellow box. There it is. So I would drop that in. Then I would go to my next one, whatever I contributed for that month, so 684.90. 684.90, okay, or just 9 there. That gets me a total investment of these two added of $8,382.71, okay? For that month, I gained $332.21. And sure enough, for that month, if I put in this date range, this is what I gained, $332.21. So I put that in my third yellow box. That gets me a percentage, and I ended up making almost 4% in the month of February. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. So that shows you how you can get your percentage for each month of your TSP. So that will show you exactly what you want for each month. Okay. And a really interesting thing to point out here with the TSP, like I mentioned, if you look at your TSP, right here it says you can see your activity summary for any given period in the last 2 years. That's all they give you is the last 2 years. What if I want to see, what if I've been in the TSP for 20 years and I want to see what I made 20 years ago? There's no way to see that data unless you have a spreadsheet that records all that information for you, which is exactly what this does. And all you ever have to do is update it once a month, come in here at the end of the month, put in your 3 numbers, and the spreadsheet will do the rest of the data for you, okay? So moving on, let's do one more month just so that you guys got it down. So I'm going to go to March of 17. This is my 3rd month, okay? So for my 3rd month, I'm going to go to my activity summary from my account balance, click on that. And from there, I'm going to put in my pop-up window the March 1st through March 31st of 2017, or whatever year you want to go to. As you can see, this was my beginning account balance, $8,714. $8,714, okay? My added contributions for that month were $687. $687, okay? In my second yellow box, I don't touch this box at all. That's just what I made with these two combined. Don't touch it, okay? And then your third yellow box is going to be your losses or gains. So I gained for the month of March $91.28. $91.28. There it is. When I put all 3 of those in, and like I said, if you change this box, it's going to change your percentage over here, okay? I don't want to do that, though. I want to make it what it says in TSP. So for that month, I made almost a percentage, 1%. So not as good as the first 2 months, okay? So you can see your performance of how well you did, and you can compare this to anybody. You can compare this to a person that has a $1 million portfolio, a $5 million portfolio, or somebody that has $10 in their TSP account, okay? So it's a really good way to compare yourself to your past performances and to your peers if you ever wanted to do that, okay? So basically, now that we have that down, we know that we can just change those 3 boxes. We can get every single month all the way down until the end. And what the end will do, all you need to change at the end is the first 2 numbers, your start balance and your added contributions. And this blue box will automatically update of what you made based off the past year. So if I added all these up, the sum would be $1,526.69. There it is right there. I did the formula for you, so all you got to do is just leave that box alone. Leave the blue alone. Only touch the yellow boxes. I'm going to say that over and over and over again. You only need to touch the yellow boxes. So how would I find my yearly gains? Very, very easily. So what I will do is I will go into my yearly contributions. What I'm going to do is do that same thing. Go to my activity boxes. Now I'm going to put January, the very first day of the year, very first trading day of the year, January 2nd of 2017, and the very last trading day of the year, December 29th, 2017. Click Go, and you'll get your beginning balance here, what you added contribution-wise, and what you made for the entire year. Okay, so we had for beginning balance $6,971.87. There it is. And we're going to put in the $8,680.71. There it is. And like I said, this box will automatically update based off of all the numbers you put in here already. Now, if you don't put numbers up here in your other months, this number won't automatically update. Then you'll have to do it manually. So I recommend doing every month month by month, all the way down until you end up with the last month. And then you can put that number in, okay? And what that's going to do is it's going to shoot out your year, what you made for the year, okay? So for this year, it's going to say that I've made a total of 9%, okay? 9.75%, all right? Now, that is what TSP is going to tell me, all right? So basically, guys, if I take how I got this number is if I take what I made, 1526, and divide it by my total of what I added to my TSP, I come out with a total of 0.0975%. There it is, right there. Okay, but one thing you're going to notice, and things that I've noticed with my TSP account, is if you add up all these gains here and losses, you'll notice that the percentage is much higher. It's 13.95%. So why would this only be 9% when you really made 13% on all your monthly gains? Because all your monthly gains added up should equal your yearly gains, correct? But for some reason we are a lot lower. We're sitting at 9% for the year. The reason why, guys, is because of this very first box here, okay? And this is all, like I said, don't touch the white boxes. It will automatically do it for you. So this is what you made for the year in your TSP. It will show you made 9.75%, but what you actually made was this percentage here. So what I actually made was 13%. Why is there such a gap? Because we have a TSP fee, okay? TSP charged 0.042% for their fees for the year, okay? And all I did is I pretty much took this minus that, and that's what got me my percentage. And if you look in the TSP in your yearly contributions, it should match pretty close. This was just a little bit higher. They said they took 0.03%, so 0.04 is really, really close. That equals 4% of your portfolio. So you go from 13%, almost 14% to 9%. Okay, so that just gives you an idea of how much of a chunk TSP took out of your yearly contributions. And oh, by the way, this is one of the cheapest accounts on the market. So some of these brokerage accounts account for 1% of your portfolio. When you think about it, that's 10% that they're taking away typically of your portfolio. So that's an incredible amount. Now, the only other thing you need to factor in every year is inflation, okay? That's one thing you'll need to change. You can Google inflation rate for 2017. You'll come up with 2.10%. This is a yellow box, so you'll have to change this. Once you change that, you have to take your TSP fee and your inflation, and you get a total loss of 6.30%. So of my 13%, I really made overall, of this 9% that TSP said I should have made, I really overall made only 7.65% in the end. So that's very, very interesting. So really, when TSP says I made 9.7%, I only made 7%. And when I grossed 13%, I really only made 7%. Okay? So if you guys don't understand this box, go ahead and write a comment below. If you don't understand this box, write a comment below. We're going to move on, though. Okay? So this last box I have here shows what I should have made. Okay? So with this, I should have made close to $2,184, but really I only made $1,526. I only made $1,526, which is shown right here. Okay, again, white boxes, do not touch. So what did TSP charge me for this year in a dollar amount? Because I don't really understand percentage, what that means. They're only going to show you this number, and it doesn't make sense to people. It's really hard to understand. They really ended up charging you, TSP charged me for the year of 2017, $657.35 to manage my account, or just to be in the TSP. So it's very important that you understand that. All right? So, I mean, that's just very, very interesting that they would charge that much. But this chart shows you basically everything you need to know. And then, oh, by the way, if you take these, so we have January through December. Let's take December of 2017. This very first tab, you have a return by month. December of 2017. So what this will show you is every single year and what you made on a monthly basis, okay? And why is this important? So right here I made 0.68%, There it is, 0.68%. All I do is when I have it on this, when it's finally in here, I'm going to copy this, just like that. I'm going to come over here, and when I drop it in here, it's very important you go to the numbers button, okay? Numbers or values button and paste options. Look at this, pay attention. And you click that, and it will automatically put your percentage in there. Why is this important? Why do we need this? What is it? What is this? Well, the TSP on the 3rd business day of the month likes to give you something called PPI, okay? That is your personal investment performance for the last 12 months. Now, typically everybody sits there and they wait and they wait and they wait and they wait, and they wait for this to come out on the 3rd day. Now with this Excel spreadsheet, you can see whenever you want to, whatever month you want it, all the way dating all the way back, okay? For every single 12-month period, or 6-month period, or 1-month period, through 2-month period. You can see it for whenever you want. So to give you an idea, it says in 5/31 of 2018, I had a personal percentage rating of 9.59%, okay? And if I go to my TSP of May 2018, I just want to click up 12 boxes. So there's 12 boxes. 12 boxes. My sum, my PIP is going to be 9.38, okay? And the reason there's a difference there, 9.38 versus the TSP, because of fees, okay? That's the only thing they're not throwing in there is the fee. So basically, I can see any time of the month, at any day of the month, I can see what my PP for this month, my PPI for this month right now. I'm not supposed to get this for another 10 days until the 3rd of the month, 13 days. But right now, if I take the last 12 and we're going through June, I'm on June, let me see, this is the 18th, the 19th of June, so as of yesterday, I am sitting at a PPI of 12.17%. Boom. So this is very, very helpful, okay? And all you got to do is update it once a month. And then you just go in here and you update your numbers once a month. You can go back 2 years, or once you have more than 2 years, your spreadsheet will always be there versus the TSP that won't. The only other thing I want to go over with you guys is max contributions, okay? So if you're a BRS member or you're in the FERS and you're making a 5%, the military or the government is making a 5% match, you cannot put in so much money that your percentage will go over the cap for the year. So the cap for the year is going to be $18,500. Now that can change, but for this year, it's $18,500. So how do I know? How do I find out how much I can contribute? Because if you contribute over $18,500 a year in your TSP, that 5% that the government gives you just goes away. They will not match for the rest of your months. However, whenever you max it out, say I max it out in October. For November and December, the government is not going to match me 5%. They are not eligible to match you 5% because you're over your cap. You cannot exceed your cap. So to find your cap, what you do is you take this, whatever your max salary is or whatever your base salary is, base salary for military or FERS employees, whatever your salary is, you take your 18.5 cap, whatever the cap is, and you divide it by the 60 or whatever your base salary is, and that gets you a percentage. So for me, I can't go over a 22% cap. If I start the very first day of the year and I'm putting in 22%, I cannot go over that cap because 22% plus 5% is 27%, and 27.89% is the max that I can put in. So if I were to do 28%, I would be over my cap and I would not make my December contribution. The government would not match me for December. Now what I can do is I can do 28, since this percentage is a little higher, I can do 28%, and the very last month you want to switch it back to like 27 or 26%, just so you don't get to that cap. Because if you hit this cap, the government will not match you. Okay? So basically, that is pretty much everything, guys, in regards to this spreadsheet. Like I said, I'm going to put this spreadsheet down below in Google Docs so you can pull it out of Google Docs. I will show you how to do that now. So with Google Docs, with the spreadsheet too, I also put the link right here for Google Docs. It's on your last sheet, okay? And like I said, I have the years here and then the percentage by month. So here's 2016 for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't get 2015 because it was already gone in TSP. Here's last year and here's this year. Okay, and this is my performance for every month of the year, basically. As you can see, we're going through the 19th of June. You don't have to wait till the end of the month either to put your thing in there. You could do any day of the month as long as you have the first and the last, whatever day you want in the month. And I update it once a week, and so I just put my 3 numbers in there, and I know exactly what I'm sitting at percentage-wise for that month. Very, very easy, and I can see, and I don't have to always log into TSP to see what I've made for the year either. It's always right here. Never touch the blue box, just the yellow boxes. Remember that. So my question for you guys is, what do you think about this spreadsheet? Are you going to use it? Are you going to share it? What is this helpful for you guys? Please let me know in the comments below. It's important to me. Now I'm going to show you how to find this spreadsheet. So like I said, look in the description below, look down below, and on the last page there's this link here so you can share it with your friends through email, through whatever you want. It's free, doesn't cost any money. So if you click this link, and this will be in the description below too, it's going to bring you up to this Google Docs thing in Google. And then what you want to do is, it's kind of hard to see and use in Google, and so what I do is I just download it, okay? And when I download it, I then say show in folder, okay? So then it's going to show me in my folder right there, and then I can save that to my desktop, okay? And if you save it to your desktop, it'll open this exact same spreadsheet I had, okay? And you just click enable editing, and you can put all your own numbers in here. You can delete all these numbers out and put your own numbers in here. I just recommend just only touching the yellow boxes to get your numbers, okay? Otherwise, there's a lot of formulas built in here, so just be very careful about touching the white boxes, because if you touch the white boxes and mess it up, I can't help you from there on. If you screw something up, just always go back to the Google Docs and pull that out. Never edit in the Google Doc, just download it to your computer and then edit it to make it your own. But like I said, none of these boxes really need to be even touched for the most part. It's just these yellow boxes. So out of the entire year, you're gonna have to update 12 boxes, 24, 36 boxes, 36, 37, 38, 39 boxes total to manage your TSP very effectively, to get you those percentages, show you what TSP makes, what you actually make, what TSP charges you in fees percentage-wise, money-wise, what you actually need to put in for max contribution so you don't go over your limit, because that does happen for some people and they end up losing money. If you have questions about that too, please ask them in the comments below. But basically, guys, that is pretty much everything for this midweek video. I honestly think this is probably one of the most valuable videos I've put out so far. It's extremely, this spreadsheet's extremely effective. And if you don't like spreadsheets and numbers, just update it once a month or every 2-3 months or once a quarter maybe. And then that way you will always have this data. And unlike TSP, which only has the last 2 years, you will always have this data. So it's extremely helpful, guys. Once again, this was a top-notch video, guys. My question for you is, did you find this helpful? Will you use this? If you did, please like, subscribe, or share this channel. I can't emphasize enough, I really appreciate your guys' support. And that's just another top-notch video. We'll see you guys at the end of the week for our weekly video. Have a good one.